We're going to start Module 9. At the beginning of Module 9 is our polyatomic ions. Now, we've done polyatomic ions. We've named them, okay? So they form ionic compounds: nitrate, sulfate, hydroxide, phosphate, carbonate, acetate, sulfite, nitrite. Those are polyatomic ions. Those are very familiar. Groups of elements, they combine, they form a group, they travel as like a cluster, and they have a charge. The question is, why do they have a charge? So I went back and drew the Lewis dot. So this is the Lewis dot for nitrate. Okay, so how did I draw it? Let's start with N, and it's called the central atom. That's going to become important later. Nitrogen is in group 5. That means it has 5 valence electrons, so I draw 5 dots. Oxygen is in group 6, so each has 6 valence electrons. So I did the nitrogen electrons in black, and I did the oxygen, okay? Each one has 6. Now, nitrogen has 5. This oxygen requires another electron. So I made that as an E. Where's that electron coming from? Some other atom like potassium. So the formula for this would be KNO3, okay? This has a -1 charge because it has an extra electron. This has a positive charge because it's going to give that electron here where the oxygen is, and it's going to, again, so this is positive, the nitrate is negative. Remember, opposites attract, but that's where it's getting the extra electron, and this is why nitrate has a negative charge. Let's look at sulfate, okay? So sulfur, it's in group 6. That means it has 6 valence electrons. Oxygen's also group 6, 6 valence electrons. So I started by drawing the S. There are 4 O's because this is SO4, okay? So I start with the S and I put in its 6 electrons. Then I drew 4 oxygens with each one has its own 6 electrons. What happens is we're missing 2 electrons here to satisfy the octet rule. Where does it get those 2 electrons? In this case, let's say it gets it from sodium. Sodium is in group 1. It has 1 valence electron. Sulfate needs 2 more. It's going to take each electron from an individual sodium, okay? This now is 2 minus, and each sodium is plus, which is why the formula is Na2SO4. Now, let's do one more example, and we're going to do this with hydroxide. Once again, oxygen is in group 6. That has 6 valence electrons, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here is hydrogen, group 1, 1 valence electron, 1 dot, okay? So we are missing 1 more electron. Let's say we get it from sodium. So now the hydroxide is negative charge, sodium is a positive, and the formula is NaOH. That's simple. That's it. That's it for this video.